We've got Medicare now. We can start rolling back the age.
How much does it cost for fascism? How much do the taxpayers have to pay for a fascist country?
I disagree with personally benefiting at the expense of lower-income Nebraska citizens. Trump is a pathological liar, and citizens can't believe a word that comes from him.
I'd like to know how you expect to pay back all of this debt that is going to be layered onto our grandchildren.
What's up, guys? You won't believe what just happened in Nebraska. Like MAGA supporter going at each other like wolves, and it's getting out of the hand. So guys, let's dive in. Credit belongs to the owner of the videos. I'll be back with commentary, guys.
My question is fiscal. With 450 million FEMA dollars being reallocated to open Alligator Alcatraz and 600 million taxpayer FEMA dollars being used to now open more concentration camps and ICE burning through $8.4 million a day to illegally detain people, how much does it cost for fascism? How much do the taxpayers have to pay for a fascist country?
Americans went to the polls in November, and they had a choice between a Democratic candidate that had an open border, no enforcement, fentanyl, drugs, human trafficking. And they had a choice between that and a candidate that said, close the border, get illegal immigrants out of our country, stop the fentanyl, stop the human trafficking, stop the drugs, stop the crime, stop the violence. That's what Americans voted for. Americans voted for a border that is secure. And I support the president enforcing our immigration laws.
I have read a dozen or so books on authoritarianism and fascism. You said in Seward that you were not a fascist. Your complicity says otherwise. Have you ever spoken out against this administration and its Project 2025, which is a fascist machine?
Fascists don't hold town halls with open question and answer series.
Guys, Nebraska has always been one of those states which always stand with Republican, loyal, deep red. And now to see them turning and shouting on the town hall like this is more than we thought. Yeah, guys, let's keep watching. I will be back with commentary.
Next question.
All right, we have another question right here.
I believe in fair taxation, but I disagree with personally benefiting at the expense of lower-income Nebraska citizens. Trump is a pathological liar, and citizens can't believe a word that comes from the convicted felon's mouth. Keeping Nebraska in mind, what actions are you going to support or initiate that will provide health care and food assistance for low-income families, protect Medicare, not increase the national debt, unmask the ICE terrorists, close Alligator Auschwitz, and impeach Trump if he pardons Ghislaine Maxwell?
We protected Medicaid and saved taxpayers millions of dollars from waste, fraud, and abuse. You do not get free health care.
But you do. We pay taxes for your health care. We pay for you for free health care. Meanwhile, we have paid taxes and we sent $3.8 billion to genocidal maniacs in Israel, and they have free health care. It looks to me like you don't want to be reelected. I'm sorry, that voice is really fucking irritating, but it's to make a point because the fact is we have spent so much money on so many other things, including $4 billion almost to send to Israel while they get free healthcare. And what do we get? What the fuck do we get? Thank you so much for making it until the end. If you can like, share, comment, get engaged, whatever you want to do, I would really appreciate it. Get the word out there. We need to make sure that these people are held accountable for the shit that they say.
Isn't about rebels crashing even. This was MAGA against MAGA. These are same people who cheered Trump, who voted for him, and now they're finding out, and now they're trying to fix this, but it's too late. You guys, you voted for this. Oh my God. I don't know what to say, guys. Let's keep watching. Of course, as always, I'll be back.
You do not get free health care. You do not get free health care. I support Israel. I support Israel.
You guys, that was Nebraskan Representative Mike Flood, who literally just in the same town hall meeting said that he supports Israel, but that we don't get free health care. And I know that that lady started her job, so this video is probably going to be suppressed, but you guys know that Israelis get free health care, right? They get free education. So you just listened to a United States representative say that you don't get that, but your tax dollars go over there to pay for them to have that. Our U.S. congressmen and women do not work for us, you guys. This is clear as night and day. If you can't see it, you're never going to see it, because it's blatant. They're not hiding it anymore. They're not listening to you. They don't care about what you say. They are working for the Israeli government. And something's got to give. God bless. God bless America.
I want to ask, why does it seem like when you make your voting decisions, they're based on capital rather than the working class? Billionaires and corporations got their tax issues enshrined into law forever, but the working class gets a no tax on tips or overtime that only applies to some of us, and now we wind up in a situation where we are. Funded by riches.
So my question is, did you read the bill?
I read the bill. I read the bills. Is every bill perfect? No, but I supported this bill. By the way, I think this is important. I cannot stress it enough, because I think there's a lot of information out there that's wrong.
Guys, I have a question. Was this one-off moment, or this is the beginning of something bigger? Because when your base start booing you, it's not politics as usual anymore. Stay with me, because I feel like this is getting worse every day. Because remind you, this is red state. They always stand with Republican. But now, it's getting worse, guys. Let's keep watching. I'll be back with commentary, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know you think so far in a comment. I'll be back.
Why are you covering up the Epstein files?
Let's be very clear. At the next pro forma session of the Congress, you'll find my name as a sponsor on a resolution from the House Rules Committee to release the Epstein files, to protect the victims and not re-victimize them again. I support Jamie Comer, who is the House's Oversight Committee Chairman, subpoenaing Ms. Maxwell later this month to come testify in Washington. I am for the release of those records.
If you have not seen all of the viral videos about the Nebraska Representative Mike Flood getting torched at his town halls, I would highly recommend typing that in your search bar. But I want to tell you, Nebraska is a red state that voted for Donald Trump. Their gross domestic product is down over 6% in 2025. Nebraska, you better get up and start screaming. Your GDP is down. Medicare, Medicaid, SNAP, FEMA, all of that has been cut. And no, we are not decreasing the national deficit. It is going up by $3 to $5 trillion. In addition, the whole entire world hates and is boycotting the United States of America because of Donald J. Trump.
Back in Lincoln, Nebraska, they held a town hall that smelled like gasoline and bullshit. What's up, guys? Everybody in that room looked like they were auditioning for the role of Crying Patriot number 3 in a Fox News biopic. What the fuck is that? Have you ever seen a man in a $4,000 monkey suit lie in a room full of broke farmers? It's like watching a raccoon give a TED Talk. And yeah, I know some red hat Republicans are gonna be in my comments like, go flip a burger, libtard. Put the fries in the bed. Go back to your mommy's basement. Well, listen here, Booger Nugget 6969. I do work.
So guys, all right, let's really talk about what just happened in Nebraska. We are not just talking about some normal people. This is Republican. This is the people who supported Trump like crazy. And it's what's happening. It's disagreement. They are fighting because people are suffering from big beautiful bill. Either they are suffering because of they lose their job. So it's getting like so bad. It's chaos, as you saw. And let's not forget, this is Nebraska, not some swing district, not purple or something. We are talking about deep red state, place where Republican politicians are supposed to be safe. These voters been loyal for decades, but now it seems like they are fed up. They are on the last line. They are like, no more. And they are not just booing the politician. They are booing entire performance, the empty promise, and the lies. You saw how they called Trump a liar and stuff like that. And we know how they voted for him like crazy, guys. I never thought that we see like Nebraska do this, like turning on Trump, because they really supported him in everything. So yeah, guys, my God, you never know what to expect, but it's too bad that they're regretting and they are seeing the truth when it's too far. People tried to warn them actually, but they didn't want to listen. They ignored the warnings, and now they're finding out stage. They're like, you lied to us. And I don't know why they even voted for him, because people always try to warn them. Let's read the comment. I'll be back. Guys, first comment say like, actually, you voted for this. We tried to warn you, but you refused to listen. What's happening? It's what you voted for. The second comment say like, oh, wow, Nebraska, now you are starting to open your eyes. Stand up, try to fix this because you caused this. Of course, what people are saying is true, guys. So let's read the third one. And people are saying like, I voted. Actually, they're saying I voted for him, trusting he's going to keep to put America first. But what he's doing is he's putting America last. I'm tired of this. I will never vote for Republican again. Yeah, people are starting to open their eyes because they're suffering. Some people, they're losing their healthcare, job, and everything. So this is not what they voted for. Or at least they thought like it will happen to others. But for them, they thought it would be safe for them. They will be okay. Nothing will happen because they voted for this. I think that's what they thought. So this is the beginning of something. Maybe it's slow, but it's messy. It's happening. You don't get this kind of pushback in red state unless people have serious lost trust. Once trust is gone, it's hard to get it back, guys. This is true. So I don't know what you think, but for me, I think like I'm enjoying to see this. I'm enjoying that they're opening their eyes. Let me know what you think. Bye.